Hello, 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 hello. Any of you remember the Three Stooges? They were like pre-Beatles. Everybody watched them. Your parents loved them even, for whatever that's worth. But times have changed, not for the greater. The folks that spend so much time attempting to convince themselves, and the very like, that the conspiracists aren't dealing with reality because they just aren't right, are thus labeling the same as basically worthless to the cause of expressing any further concern. They go about their 9 to 5 beliefs that the news is beneficial to knowing what is taking place in their long since forgotten world of the wise. Like they need the 6 o'clock to tell them how they did today and how important they will not be tomorrow. They tell their kids right off that Santa and the Easter Bunny are real and just say no to drugs till someone comes out with an injection that they go grossly irrational behavior about in their failed attempts to conspire a mass inoculation consent, coercing everyone to take the thing or suffer the repercussions of endangering the innocent public with a lack of compliance for the sake of the many, to the authorized inconsistencies of their official lies before the masses by the oligarchs of the culture's jackasses, as shall be past the post-mass census, all the while claiming it to be experimental and untested, but safe. Just take the thing and wear 2 masks all the same. This is crisis a la mode, except they need people dying in the street to be believable. Follow instructions and do as you're told, and we will continue to take everything from you till you're done growing old, starting with your dignity and God-given rights to exist. We will mandate your compliant behavior with a reward of insured poverty and depravity of soul and spirit, but not spirits, as they closed churches, not bars. They bring about war and destruction of all things beautiful in nature. They spray it and us, pollute the waters, destroy wildlife for profit till the whales and fish are no more. The depopulation conspiracy lost its fullness when the justification of the thing nullified its claim as immoral. Moral men can die by their menial moralities when the rest prefer to survive. Just watch and see, prove me wrong or right with all your might. From the sinking ships in a sea of extinction, where in the rough waters of fate comes the report that no one will any longer exist beyond their allotted boarding passes allowance. Don't be late. Time to pay up, boys. The price for your toys, the cost of your life living joys will be met, or you shall pay the incumbent price by conserving the oxygen in shallow atmospheric supply. It has come down to being it is here for us, So now you must die, or simply stop breathing. Your choice. Save the few, of course, that will be spared, to fill the corral of slavery, the least to serve the best. So sore to the eye to behold, but the elite must set the example of doing the right thing. Sound negative enough for you? Not so for some, apparently. Imagine a coin rolling down the street along its gnarly edge, past driveways, and poor people sleeping in the street across traffic, never being laid flat until the fate of destiny rolled it into a storm drain to geologically remain as the image of modern-day society, buried in the waste of its own drainage, the wishing well of greed. Be careful for what you spend your hard-earned coinage on, or it will get away from you, leaving you in need of the hidden messages within this written deed. This has not been for the exclusiveness of exposing the foreign and domestic terrorist leaders of governing forces, not to be met with militarily or in any other ill-gotten fashion. If you value the residents' policy of getting away with breathing untaxed. See what I mean? You must survive till you must move on to survive. It's the same everywhere and every time. And don't think the family is free of the cutthroats it takes to be one of a kind when we all look the same. Never forget that it is the very ones you love that will rip the heart from your soul, leave you wasting away with no place to go, then gloat and chant of how you should have planned better than you did, for you gave all that you had so that they could live the life that they lead now, but refuse to give. She said all along you'd be alone. Imagine where they will be when there is no one left with a